Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. They were playing a little funky music in there. I don't know if funky's really the right word. I'd describe it as funky. Just kind of had a repeating beat. I don't know what the singer was saying. I don't want to imitate the beat, but it was very repetitive, and it was kind of going through my mind. And I'm tempted to give you an impersonation of the music I heard and the beat I felt or did not feel as I was walking out the gym. But to save your guys, and it's really not to save myself. Hey, by the way, this is a good problem to have. I don't know if anyone could see it, and I don't know if this looks lewd, but this is a belt on the lowest rung. And I have so much excess belt that it's hanging loose here. And let me tell you, it's a good problem to have, and it feels really good after 7 weeks of changing my attitude about eating and my beliefs about diet and my food consumption habits. And I might talk about that in a little bit, but I just wanted to say, when you've got too much belt, it's a good thing for somebody that's looking to lose weight. But good afternoon to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Thoughts from the Gym. This is a little show I started August 17th of last year, over the last almost 5 years. It was just about, I moved into my dark apartment. I'll often refer in my videos to living in a dark apartment. I'd broken up with the woman of my dreams, had to move out of the house that we shared in an awesome neighborhood in Naperville, Illinois. I moved into a dark apartment, I think it was April 1st, 5 years ago. And at that point, or somewhere in the next couple months, I started a journey of improvement and working on myself and getting better spiritually, mentally, physically, relationship-wise, and what have you. 7 months ago, though, I realized, although I'd been working, listening to positive affirmations, going to church, quit drinking, praying, doing a bunch of really good things, I'd kind of neglected my physical conditioning. And I saw a picture of me at the swimming pool last summer, and I kind of looked, I wear it fairly well with clothes because I'm 6'2", but I just didn't look the way I wanted. I thought my muscles looked kind of weak and my belly looked kind of soft and squishy, not the way I feel I should look. I'm a 55-year-old guy. I'm 30 years probably past what might be considered your physical peak, but I started a little sub-journey of my own 6 months ago, working on 7 months ago now, to get in better shape. And I'll tell you what, I just walked out of the gym, and it was an awesome workout. Again, being 55, my number one goal, and I say it a lot, is to not get injured. And so I do a lot of stretching. I do a fair amount of core work. I also do bench press, lat pulls, curls, and the low row. And also do a little walking backwards because I got a bad right knee from my days as a runner / marathoner. And I'm trying to build up the muscles around my right knee and just see if it makes my legs a little stronger. Again, I don't run anymore. I don't really exercise my legs in any way outside of dog walks. And figure maybe I'd give walking backwards on a treadmill a try. Emma said she'll give me a Galaxy if I put on a leather jacket. Well, Emma, I don't know how you think I would. Oh, yeah, here you go. I got a leather jacket right here that I will pop on above this coat. I do own a leather jacket, but I'm sitting outside a gym wearing a jacket already. I rarely carry 2 jackets with me when I go out, and left my leather jacket at home. And perhaps for that explanation, you can send me a Galaxy just the same. I don't even know what that totally means, but I appreciate the offer either way. Where was I? Oh, awesome workout. Felt about as strong physically and maybe prepared mentally as any workout I've had in the last 6 or 7 months. Just felt great. Finished it up with a nice hot shower, and I talk about the shower a lot, and I bet a lot of people think it's probably weird, and I'll get back to that as well. But I'll tell you what, it just feels so good. kind of focusing and going, okay, in 2 more sets and I get to go in and I'm done and I get to relax and I get to sit there and enjoy nice hot water. And I tell you what, it felt so good, and I was so excited to get out here today, and I was so excited despite the rain and kind of just rain. It's just kind of typical March weather, I guess, that we're having. Excited about the rest of my day. I got out of the house early. I'm a stay-at-home dad with my 2 little babies, and today their mama has the day off and is staying home with them and spending time with the babies and loving on them as much as, I don't know, she's loving on them. And so I got to get out of the house a little early. It feels so good to be out of the house. Again, working on my mental and physical self by working out at the gym. Got an appointment in a little bit that I'm going to go to Starbucks and edit a bunch of these videos. I had a few thoughts for you. And I often tell stories about me or my experiences, and they might not directly connect to you guys, but I think if you think about it, you can apply my stories to perhaps your life, and that's my hope. First of all, I was thinking about it. I'd like to be I'm a content creator as well as a stay-at-home dad, and I've been focused on it for 2.5 years. And again, I started doing it about 5 years ago when Coffee with Ken first got started. But I thought about it as more of a career and a serious business undertaking, and the fact that I could help people by sharing my story. And I've really been purposeful the last couple of years, but only recently is my content creation and the subscriber base on all social media platforms really starting to accelerate. And I'll tell you, I think what made the difference for me, and I bet you can apply this little tale to somewhere in your life, is just being me. Not putting on any airs, not pretending I'm somebody else, not sticking to a niche, not acting like life doesn't have challenges for me. Just being me, being genuine, being who I am, being who God intended me to be, I think is directly related to my views on my social media exploding, my optimism I have about life, and my enthusiasm I have about the day. I think whether you're looking into dating, everyone's trying to put on airs and put their best foot forward, and I agree you shouldn't burp on a first date, but you still need to be some semblance of who you are. I feel the same way about interviews. If you're you might as well be genuine. You don't want to fake who you are and get a job and then get the job and go to work and realize you hate it because you were faking who you were in the interview. It's the silliest thing to me. And on social media, I let my hair down even more than I always have. And I think because of that, I'm seeing the results in my social media subscriber base and feeling so excited about it. Yeah. I had a bunch of other thoughts for you today, but I can't remember them right now. I have a video I know I want to go do, and I'm excited about it. I won't tell you what it is, but if you're watching on TikTok, subscribe to my page, please. Thank you so much for saying that, Karen. She said, I've come a long way and have helped her. Good stuff. I so appreciate you saying that, Karen. If the world had more encouragement and less negativity and less criticism, the world would be a better place. And Karen, I appreciate you making my world just a little bit better today by saying that nice thing to me. I'm so excited about my day. Again, I've got a little work to do. My daughter Erin's running in a really big track meet tonight. Matt is asking, hey, can you give me advice? Perhaps I can. Perhaps I can. And I'm not telling anybody to follow my advice. I'm not telling anybody to follow my advice. I'm just telling my story. I'll tell you this, weight loss. After 5.5 months of working out at this Planet Fitness where I belong, I realized my weight was the exact same it was when I'd rather have no alcohol than just one. I'm struggling. Hey, Scott. Scott said, Ken, your video you shared hit me hard. I'd rather have no alcohol than just one. I'm struggling. Scott, first of all, Thank you for saying that. Thank you for sharing. No, you are not alone. And that was the point of me telling my story. For anyone wondering what Scott's talking about, I don't know, a few days ago I posted a video. It's got more than 100,000 views of me kind of telling my journey from high school to 2.5 years ago of alcohol abuse, and how I thought I was the life of the party and just having fun and just partying and just doing what I'm supposed to do, but realized it was a ridiculously bad habit, and walked away from it 2.5 years ago, and really haven't looked back. Life's not perfect, I promise you. You still got struggles, you still got issues, there's still bills to pay, and there's still rainy days. But it feels so good to wake up during the night, even though my mind might still be racing, not having my heart pounding, because that's a negative side effect of drinking too much alcohol every day. So, Scott, I appreciate you sharing. I'd say hang in there. You got to make the decision to stop drinking. I don't think there's any other way. I decided 2.5 years ago I wasn't going to drink the next day, and I'm not even tempted. I don't even think about it. So I'd say you got to really make the decision that you're done drinking, but you got to hit a low, and I'll tell you what, I hit a low. Nancy asks, do I feel better now in a way that you can't describe, or just regular better? I feel pride, Nancy, that I don't drink every day. I don't drink at all. But if I was sitting here doing this video 3 years ago, I'd be anxious to get off the phone, go meet my friends out for lunch. But meeting my friends out for lunch was code for starting to drink. And right now I feel I could sit here and don't have that craving, don't have that need, don't have that urge to go get a beer. And that feels really good. Matt, this girl that works with me blocked me, and I don't know why, and it's really frustrating me. Matt, that's part of life. You're going to get blocked by some girls you like, and some girls out there. Matt said this girl at work blocked him, and he's frustrated. Again, part of life. You know, you weren't meant to be. I think believing that life happens as it's intended is very freeing. And if that girl was meant to be in your life, A, she wouldn't have blocked you, or B, she's going to come back around somehow, some way, in a way you don't know. Did I go to rehab? Scott, no, I didn't go to rehab. I just said I'm done drinking and smoking. And all of a sudden I was done. And I went to one AA meeting, and I struggle bringing this up because I don't want to belittle any group, and kudos to anybody that's trying to get a little better. But I felt really uncomfortable. I was telling my stories of alcohol abuse and almost kind of laughing, saying, you know, what was most embarrassing for me was recycle day, when I had to take the garbage can out to the street, and my whole recycle bin was rattling with hundreds of bottles of Heineken in it. Hundreds might be an exaggeration unless we had a party, you know, but I was probably drinking 50 Heinekens a week or something like that. And it makes a lot of noise. And I don't know if where you guys are, you know what I'm talking about, but we have a blue kind of rectangular basket, and I put the Heinekens in there, and then you got to take that to the big recycling tub, and you dump it in. And it was so loud and so embarrassing. And it feels so good to put my recycling in the bin and have it be quiet. Back in Cincy. Hey, Cincy Joe is back in Cincinnati. Good for you. No longer in Kansas. Well, at least you're aptly named Cincinnati Joe, and I appreciate that. Scott, well, I'm glad you like my videos. I hope you follow my posts and follow me on social media. But I'm excited about my day, and I so appreciate you guys for hopping on and sharing a little bit of your morning with me. And James Baker, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Again, the world would be better with more encouragement and more people being open and honest. It's okay to struggle with anxiety. It's okay to struggle with addiction. What's not okay is burying it deep inside and struggling with it alone. And I'll tell you, just sharing my story makes me smile, makes me feel good, and gives me purpose that I don't feel I ever had as a realtor or a stockbroker or a waiter or any other career I've ever done. And it feels good to be able to share my story with you guys. And I appreciate you for joining me today. If you're new on TikTok, please, or you're new wherever you're watching me, follow me. I'm going to be posting a video as a follow-up to the one I Talked about drinking the other day, and I don't know, should be pretty good. At least I hope that it's pretty good. But James Baker, Follow the Live Creator, thank you so much for that. I'm so close to 10,000 followers on TikTok. I can almost taste it. I might hit there today, and if I do, I might do a special video about it. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for joining, for following my story, for sharing my journey, and hopefully starting a journey of your own towards improvement or betterment or what have you. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Friday. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.